Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rogue Trader. Well, taking a little longer to load than I thought it would. So last time we finished the prologue essentially, and now we are officially the Rogue Trader of this ship. What that means for us, I don't really know. Use the system map at the center of the bridge to issue orders. Ship 40. Yes, alright, cool. That's all. Oh, I got a level. Right, this button. Okay. We've got a characteristic and a talent. Okay. So characteristic. Intelligence. My current value is 45 in intelligence. Perception is currently 45 as well. Okay. Weapon skills only 35. Close combat, so ballistic skill is what I'd want to go for. Okay, so yes. Get ballistic skill to 45. Alright. Next. Common talent. Bolt weapon expert. Penetration. No. Combat. Enemies gain no melee superiority bonuses with movement. Ooh. Didn't want that. Bonus of dodge, that'd be nice. Plus 2 minimum damage. I'm currently using a solid projectile sniper rifle. There was something else though. I have something that boosts projectile. Melt a weapon. Plasma. I wouldn't want flame. And I don't know if there's a sniper variant of these three. that would be nice. Ooh, that would be really, really nice, because Fellowship's my dump stat. I might take this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take this. It doesn't help combat, but that's going to be a massive bonus in my out-of-combat stuff. As I'll be going from Fellowship 25, which I think is a +3 bonus, to Intelligence 45, which I think is a +5 bonus? I'm probably wrong. But still, yes. Boom. Alright. Apply. Okay. I hope I didn't just screw up there. And that makes sense to me. I took a combat increase and an out of combat increase. Here I'll take an out of combat increase and a combat increase, you know. Be a little balanced. Though, I wonder if there's levels past right here. Because I'm already level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... No. 12, 13, 14, 15 levels? Or at that point, does it move on to these? Okay, yeah, 16. So yeah, that's probably what happens. Is it moves on to choosing one of these, and then once you fill out this one's tech tree, exemplar. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So not this one. That one sounds like it needs fellowship to really matter. Probably this one, maybe this one. Alright. What'd I just do? I clicked on Bridge Officer to talk to them. Oh, okay. Take place in a vast region of space known as Cronus Expanse. Alright. Map of one of the systems. Okay. Oh, okay. Do not require assistance. The Emperor protects. Hmm. Interesting. Bit merchant vessel. Okay. Thunderfang. Multiple hull breaches, several compartments of leaking air. We're a fellow of the void. We did not come here to loot, on different business, to help our own out of jail. Okay. Do not hurt, release. We already had our chronos cleaned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they keep saying the Emperor protects. And that doesn't sound like a heretic cult. Keep following the old course. We aren't going to deal with pirates right now. Especially not when our ship is so heavily damaged. Never. Last wave. So it's weaker than my current stuff. Heirloom auto pistol. Wrath of Saint Durus. Okay, so Even if the shot misses, it pushes them away. But yeah, for now, do that. Oh, the shotgun's a two-handed weapon? Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna put this as, like, secondary, but... You know what, actually, it makes sense to put that as secondary, because, my shotgun would be blocked if they were right beside me. So it makes sense to have a melee backup. Plus, my weapon skill's pretty high. And... oh, I can level everyone up. It says I can level everyone else up. There we go. Ballistic skill or agility. Her agility's already at 50, so I would take her ballistic skill to 50 first. Yeah, I already have rapid reload. That's 10. So when unhurt. Oh, that's useful. That's nice too. Does she use medium armor? You know what? Yeah, we'll do that one. I kind of want to give... her more willpower. Because all I do is use her lightning. Like, literally, that's all I use her for. Looks like... yeah, her backup weapon is a chain Axe? Chain sword? Something like that. Might be smart. So, you know what? Combat mastery. Mm-hmm. Oops. There we go. Hmm. That could be useful. Defensive maneuvers. Rigorous training. Hmm. If that does what I think it does, that could be really good. Skill or toughness. He takes so much damage, but his weapon skill is actually kind of low. So yeah, take a weapon skill. There we go. That's all me buddies leveled. What was that? Oh, okay. Alt. Kind of remembrance? Wonder what all this is. Ah, my pre-order things. There we go. Yeah. Yes. That looks... +5 to everything while undamaged. And I'm a back row character who should not be taking damage very often. That is amazing. Plus, that's an out of combat advantage too. Alright, so that's a transport. Is this where... Yeah, this is how we came in, I'm pretty sure. I mean, no. What is this? What is this? No, not gonna tell me? Okay. Red eyes of this fierce one ever captured. Oh. Okay. There we go. Water's calming. Oop. Okay, goods. What area? Unfinished letter. And still have no idea how to access that room. 'Cause yeah, there is visibly a room right there with stuff in it. Map. 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 I think there's something else in here. Huh. Select. Don't know what that is. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Trying to run there. Okay, I guess there isn't anything there. So there's a shape on the map. See that little outline right there? There's a shape on the map. I wonder if that's just another map that happens to be connected close enough for me to see through the wall. I see that right there. Yeah, that's a full-on room in there. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that datapad said something about being loaded in the ship. Wonder if that's something I can go figure out. Okay. How'd you come to serve? Ah. It's never boring and always profitable. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. Alright, what about the explorators? Footfall, okay. Hmm. What about the void? That makes sense. The only one I can actually trade with is Thunderfang right now. I'd prefer to explore the Explorators, the Drusians, and the Imperial Navy, personally, but I don't care about that. I wish... Ooh. Boom. Create a new character? Or select a character. Okay, so that's a soldier. Okay. Or I can make a custom character. Ata. You know what? Yeah. Now then to check, did that force that character on me? It did not. Okay. We are in need of training. Oh no, reset progress? Okay. Things. That's not. Hey,
Lord
bud.
Captain. I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command.
Makes sense.
You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
Okay.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Alright, so outline it for me.
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words, the Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels.
Okay.
Until recently, the Coronis Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Coronis Expanse has considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier. In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness.
Yeah.
Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
Okay.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis expanse.
Well, it sounds like we need to recruit the explorators, because the other two follow other people.
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake.
Okay.
If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps.
Nope. I'm already lost on what I'm supposed to do on the plot.
As you wish, Lord Captain. As you wish, Lord Captain. What? I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No. I used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling. The essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium.
Valid.
I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council. It was a difficult choice for me. But I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force. One who had built a protectorate amidst the dangers and wildness of the expanse. You could say there was no one among the naval command who was willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. Well, the Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue.
Okay.
The Navis Imperialis is an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists. On occasion, in the heat of an official briefing or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank.
Valid.
I am a widower. I am a father of 4, and if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11.
Ooh.
My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps. What? Lord Captain, any allegations of improper feelings or unsanctioned relations are utterly baseless and bordering on the insulting. Utterly baseless.
Alright, thanks, man.
Of course.
Until next time.
Lord Captain.
Bridge. I already talked to you last time. Master Helmsman. Lord Captain. Heard the name. Late Mort was put in charge of. Ha. Thanks. Hey, Argenta.
Rogue trader.
Said you have
I
personal
indeed
requests?
have a request, rogue trader.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Especially if they live on my ship. Come on now. Yeah, they live on my ship. Why would I not visit them? Come on. Too much. Dickish. Nice. Alright, Argenta, did I screw up? Nothing? No response? No information on if I did that event correctly? Come on.
Greetings. Gladly, there are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. We fight against his enemies by the will of the Holy Ecclesiarchy. We... I beg your pardon, rogue trader. Here I am talking about what every lesser noble in the Imperium knows. So what exactly are you interested in hearing about?
Which order are you from?
Once I had completed my novitiate, I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, assigned to the Order's Pronatus. The Order's mission is vital and noble. The Sisters Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate.
Then why are you on my ship?
And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked death world can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the Imperium into the hands of the faithful. Don't let the name deceive you. The Order's militant trains sisters to march onto the battlefield as an army. That does not make sisters who belong to the non-militant orders timid and helpless.
Got it.
Both the solace-bringing Sisters Hospitaller and the enlightened Sisters Dialogus know how to greet enemies of humanity. Their dialogue with heretics is usually quite short, with the last word being a bolter discharge. And my order has all the more reason to be known for the martial prowess of its sisters. We are the keepers of the Imperium's relics. What would become of our blessed hero's legacy if the Sisters Pronatus could not protect it?
Makes sense.
The Order sent me to Footfall. My undertaking was to assist the local priesthood of Drusians in caring for a sacred reliquary that had been there since the time of Parson Mr. Wayne, the station's founder. None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the Ecclesiarchy. Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy. It is. The Sisters of Battle are a fire lit by the God Emperor. They are the echo of his voice that travels through the dark expanses of the universe. We bring his wrath to heretics, mutants, and other enemies of humanity. We protect the faithful from the unholy and unhallowed. Sometimes with words, more often than not with a bolter.
Okay.
Even the novices of the Adeptus Sororitas are drawn from among the most worthy. Those who have taken the vows and become a full-fledged sister are the best of the best, tested by trials of body and spirit. Yes, there have been cases when a sister stumbled or showed weakness, but do not expect to hear a story of depravity or downfall from me. Each such occurrence is a great tragedy for us all. Light cannot bear the smallest speck of darkness within. And thus those who have trespassed or shown weakness of spirit are given a chance at redemption. They are called Sisters Repentia, and may the enemy tremble before her, for nothing can stop a sister of battle who yearns to be cleansed of fault and weakness. Wearing nothing but robes, no armor, eviscerator in hand, those sisters who have once faltered find repentance on the battlefield. Their lives are seldom long, but a death in the name of purgation is a better fate than to live with a shadow in one's soul. Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness.
Alright, what about you specifically?
Me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me?
How'd you get here?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the pirate attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, while her crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I'd barely recovered from my wounds when the pirates struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
Sadly.
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more, and it's bound to happen someday.
Especially if I have my way. We'll be heading there.
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse. No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
Is that the mistake?
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them. The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
Yeah, I have two outstanding things. The Lord Inquisitor's guest, who I got to go pick up, and whatever the fiery... whatever ship. Whatever it put on my ship.
I hadn't been here that long. Just one journey from Footfall, and the other journey, the majority of which I spent in the confines of the Medbay. I can't tell you much about the first voyage. I was more focused on prayers and ruminations than on the people around me, or the journey itself.
Understandably so.
During the last journey, Seneschal Viserion stood out for me. He came by several times to ask about my health. He's an honorable man and a loyal servant of the Imperium. I think he is as meticulous in his inspections of the logistics systems as he is in his inquiries about the health of the occasional sister of battle aboard the ship. But not all of Theodora's people have earned my trust. You know who I'm talking about. There is no place for Adira Tlas among the God Emperor's faithful. I'm surprised she wasn't in league with the pirates. And I'm equally surprised by how deep heresy and treason run in this place. I'm glad we all made it through that dark hour. May the day that follows be bright.
Agreed.
As you
Thanks.
wish.
So, what's keeping you here?
This ship was targeted by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the rogue trader's crew. So they shall.
Thank you. Alright, so we just spent a full hour doing nothing but talk to characters. Oh boy! Alright, I'm gonna call it there, guys. Next time we might actually get to some content that's not talking. We'll see. Hope you all have a good one. Bye-bye.